Unmute Michelle, mute.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up if you are not already. And we'll just start with some very nice deep breaths in. Arms go up. And exhale down. And one more big deep breath in. And exhale out. And let's go ahead and start marching our knees. Let the arms swing naturally. And then we'll start taking a nice deep breath in and bringing the arms up. And exhale and down. And inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, bring them down. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then find your squat position, feet underneath your hips. And go ahead and sit back and squeeze up and back and up. Make sure you've loaded up your heels. The weight should be at the back of your feet and the toes should be able to come off. And you sit back down into a chair and squeeze the hips forward when you come up. Try to keep your upper body upright. And we're just pushing back and sitting down in our chair. And we'll do 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, last one, and 1. And go ahead and go back to your march. Arms up and coming down and up and down. One more, up and down. Awesome, okay. Let's come back down to the ground and we'll go onto our backs. And we are starting with our bug abs. So feet are at our tabletop position. Arms are up into the air. And we will tip over to the right side for 2, engage, and come back center. Over to the left, and engage, come back to center. Again, to the right. We have 9 of these today. Over to the left, and come back. Make sure that you are coming off the side of your body, opposite to the way that you are twisting. And your abs are engaged to hold you over to the side for a moment. And then it's almost like you scoop them back in to get yourself back to center. Over and back. 4 more here. Really push yourself on these. We only have 9 of them, so make it worth it. Really scoop. Maybe start seeing how far you can go over before you fall over, and maybe push that a little bit. 2 more, and back to center. Over to the left, and back. And last one, and back, and to the left, and back. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go into our reverse curls. Legs are up, pencil, or they are bent, depending on what you need them to be. Arms can be down by your side. Sorry, I have to move down. Arms can be by your side or up above your head if you would like. We are engaging, pulling our belly button into our spine so that we don't have any space between our back and the ground. And here we go, we've got 9 of these. Go really slow, try to go up and down, and up and down. 3, really engage. 4, not a big movement. 5, and 6, 7, 8, last one, 9. Excellent. Go ahead and stay there. We're going to do our double Ds. So we're again up in pencil here, and you're only going to lower your legs as much as you can while still keeping your back glued to the floor. So if at any point your back pops off the floor or starts to peel off the floor, that's where your legs need to stop, and then you can go out and up. Here we go. Down for 2 and open for 2 and squeeze up. Down for 2, open the legs and squeeze up. Again, down for 2. Really think about the abs engaging to keep that back glued onto the ground. The legs are engaged, active, muscles are fired up here. Upper body, try to keep it nice and relaxed. 4 more. Remember to breathe. And remember to create resistance for yourself. When you open the legs, imagine that there's something that you're pushing through. And again, when you're closing the legs, same thing. Last one, down for 2, open, and squeeze. Excellent, go ahead and come on up. We're gonna go ahead and go onto our side, and we're going to do our leg lift. So come onto a side. You're going to stack hips, shoulders, pushing out through the heels on both legs, active on both the top and the bottom leg. The front hand is just in front of you, and you can either be on your wrist on that bottom one or laying all the way down. And we're going to pick up the top leg, and we've got 10 of these. So up and up and down, up and up and down and down. Remember, we're squeezing, both legs are active. Our top leg is just moving within that range, that side range. So we're not turning out here. 5 more, we're halfway there. Really squeeze to get that leg to come up and create that resistance, going down, pushing through the heel. 2 more, up and up, down and down. Last one, up and down. Awesome, go ahead and switch sides. Make sure you're in proper alignment. Front hand is there to support you. Both feet are flexed, pushing through the heels, and we'll lift the other leg for 2, 1, and down, and down. Lift, and down, and down. Squeeze the leg. You should be feeling it all down the leg, into that glute. Squeezing, and up, and down. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze, push through the heel, create the resistance. 2 more, and down. Last one, up, and down, and down. Awesome, stay here. Bring your front knee to the ground, or the top knee to the ground, and we're going to do our leg inside leg pulses. So we're going up for 2 and down for 2. We have 10 of these as well. Same thing, pushing through the heel, and now we're squeezing up and down. Squeeze and down and up and down and squeeze, squeeze and down. We've got 5 more. Put in your best effort here. Maybe see if you can squeeze a little bit higher. Remember, try to keep the leg moving the whole time. It doesn't come all the way down to rest. It comes down to hover. And last one. Awesome. Let's switch to our other side. Again, start by stacking first, making sure that you're in proper alignment, and then you can go ahead and bring the top leg to the front. We're resting on the knee. Bottom leg is engaged, heel is flexed, and you're pushing through that heel. And we lift for 2 and down for 2. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. If for some reason this starts to hurt the hip that you're laying on, the next time that we do this, go ahead and roll your mat up so that you can place your hip on something a little bit more padded. At some point, it can get kind of uncomfortable when you reach that leg up enough. We've got 3 more. Lifting and squeeze and pulling to come down. Lift and squeeze. Last one. Up and down and down. Awesome. Go ahead and come onto all 4. We will do our fire hydrants. We've got 10 of these as well. So make sure that you're in proper alignment with your wrists, elbows, and shoulders, all stacked. If you tend to hyperextend your elbows, make sure you've got a micro bend here. Knees are right underneath our hips, and our tummy is already pulled into our spine so that we have a nice long back. We are looking just slightly ahead of our fingertips, right in the middle of them, and we're evenly distributing our weight between left and right, as well as forward and back. So you should be evenly distributed between all 4. Try not to lift or lilt to one side. You will have to a little bit to get that knee off, but we don't want to be all the way like over to one side to do it. Okay, we have 10 of these. We're gonna start now. We lift up and squeeze and back and down, up, squeeze, back and down. Again, you can create resistance for yourself by imagining that you are pushing through something to go up and down. We're halfway there. Squeeze and come back in. Try to squeeze just for a second up at the top before you come all the way down. That's like you're kind of floating or hovering up there before you come back down. Last one here. And down. Go ahead and switch sides. And we will go ahead, lifting up and back down and up. Squeeze, come back. And we're lifting. Try not to put the knee down in between each of these, so it's just kind of swinging out to the side and back through. And up and down, up and down. Keep going. Make sure you're breathing. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one, up and down. Excellent. Go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. Take the hips off to one side. So just tipping back. And then go ahead and switch to the other side. And then go ahead and come up. And we're going to go into our plie squats. So toes are turned out, heels are coming forward. You want to find your position first. Heels and knees should be stacked and not going over the toes by any means. And this is where you're trying to get your hips every time, this position here. And then we can go ahead and stand up. I'm going to move off my towel. We're going to slip. So there we go. And we're going straight down for 10, for 2, and up. Keep going. Squeeze, press, and come up. Press the hips down and wide, and coming up, down for 2, and squeeze as you come up. Down, and squeeze, and down. 5 more, we're halfway there. Don't lose that squeeze once you stand up. Keep it active all the way through. 3 more, you got this. Down, up. 2 more, down, and up. Last one, down, and up. Excellent. Okay, that was our workout for today. If you want, you can do a cool down with me. If not, have a good day. We're just gonna take a nice deep breath up and exhale down. One more, deep breath up and exhale down. Go ahead and tip the chin towards the chest, let the upper body dangle, rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Bend one knee, pressing the weight into that opposite hip. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. You can hold onto your shins. You can hold onto your thighs, wherever is comfortable for you. And then go ahead and switch. Bend the opposite knee, press the weight back into that other hip. And 1 more each side. Bend and switch. And then bend both knees. Allow the chest to lay onto the thighs, holding onto the elbows. And then just slowly roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come up is your head. And then let's do some shoulder rolls back. And shoulder rolls forward. Really press between the space between the shoulder blades. And then we'll just finish with a little ragdoll. So just bring your feet wide and then let the spine twist and the arms just swing. And there you have it. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow for day.
Thank you.